Hey friends and family, it's Chris again with God Be Outdoors. We are down here at Findlay State Park and doing a little camping for the summer. I'm going to take advantage of a brand new archery range. They just put this in, and I hunt right across the highway here over at Wellington Wildlife all the time. So I thought, hey, let's go down here, sling a few arrows, start getting our little summertime practice in. Anyways, if you guys like it or you want to hit me up for a meetup or anything, let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, still here at the archery range. This is what it looks like here. This is a 20-yard target, and over there is going to probably be, I'm guessing, 30 or 35, and then it keeps going back. I'm guessing it goes all the way up to 50. I'm surprised. But, got a little wind going here for the whoever made that paint mark. I'll take the grouping there at 20. I'm okay with that, and especially for the first few shots of the season. For those of you who are wondering why I didn't have a turkey video out, I did not get to hunt turkey this year. I had my tags ready to go, but fell down my back ramp while working on it and ended up injuring my leg. So 2 days before turkey season started, so I got to sit turkey season out this year. It's all right. Try to make up for it in the fall. But yeah, we're out here. We're just going to do a little practice shooting, and it's a nice, beautiful day. And right here by the water, it's if you're here in northern Ohio, this is actually a very beautiful park, Findlay State Park. They've got wonderful camping grounds, a lot of amenities. For you frisbee golfers, it's got like a beautiful course out here. But anyways, I'm gonna get back to shooting and let you know, guys, how I do with the rest of the targets. See you soon. All right, guys, we've done the 10-yard, 20-yard, which you guys saw that one. I did the 30-yard. Now I've moved on to the 40-yard. I've still got a little practicing to do, as you can see. Of course, with the wind blowing, all I had was a single little leaf about the size of 2 fingers to use as an actual target. I'm a little off at 40 yards, but given I've got 7 to, I don't know if you can see the trees in the background moving, but 7 to 12 mile an hour wind, it's not bad. A little more than breezy, a little less than windy. I'll take that for, like I said first. But my main thing, in case any of you guys are new to archery or something, one thing I tell everybody to look for, you guys can watch a lot of videos. I like watching the THP, Hunting Public, and then also Ranch Fairy. They do a lot of stuff on their site about tuning arrows, tuning your broadheads, and also just checking for correct flight. One thing I'd like to point out, if you'll notice, my arrows are all straight. Every single one of them flew a direct path and landed exactly where my pin was. The reason they're moving around is my muscle memory right now is not up to date. It's not up to par. So as I'm holding my bow, my arm is just moving around, and I'm trying to steady it. I got to practice with my breathing and get my muscles back to where they need to be. But if you look, the main thing you need to worry about is see how straight these arrows are. I mean, they are directly straight against each other. As far as, I mean, that's as good as I'm going to be able to get it without taking it to a pro shop and you know bare shaft tuning and re-gluing everything. I'm not going that depth into it. I've got other weapons I use. I got muzzle loader, I got a crossbow, but for me, I am out here shooting. I'm an older guy. I'm out here shooting a 96, 97 model Matthew solo cam with some off-the-shelf brand arrows. These are Pile Driver DS 350s or 250s. These are 250 400 spine. I'm shooting this, and I'm doing just fine with where I want my arrows to be. By the time opening day for deer season gets here, I guarantee at 40 yards I'll be hitting a softball. So, but I want to let everybody know that's one thing you guys need to look for if you're new into archery is getting those arrows straight and making sure that they leave your bow straight and they hit the target straight. And that's probably the best thing that'll always help you as far as getting your sights sighted in properly and your targeting down to a good cluster what you want it to be. But anyways, I'm gonna go for the next one is a 50 yarder. I don't think I've ever actually shot a 50-yard archery target at a public facility, so I'm gonna give it a shot, see what it does with the old bow. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Well, I just took the shot at 50 yards. The that one, and to my surprise, actually had a pretty good gust of wind. It sounds like all four hit the target, so let's go take a look. So we did the 10, 20, 30, 40, and now I did the 50. And it sounded like all four arrows hit the 50. I don't even have a 50-yard pin. So it was kind of a guesstimation. I took the 40-yarder and put it right above the target, but at the top of the target. So hopefully, let's see if I even got close. Oh, it looks like I could have come down a little bit. I might have to reshoot this one and come down about 3 inches. They all landed. That's not too bad. Never shot 50 yards before. Once again, the arrows are pretty straight. And a little wavering left to right, but I'm actually kind of shocked at that. I could have come down just slightly. All right, well, maybe we'll try that one again. All right, I adjusted the targeting. When I first shot, I was aiming with a 40-yard pin up here. Then I noticed that I was way high, so I moved it down to right about in here, which put my 50-yard shot, well, as you can see, right in the kill zone. I'm happy. I got to get my left and right centered, but other than that, I'm actually happy. Well, guys, I guess you can see that a little bit of the basics there for me. Just having a good time out here at a beautiful park. If you ever get a chance, I'm telling you, this is a gorgeous place. I started camping here with my family when I first moved up here to Ohio. And it reminded me of like every documentary ever about the American outdoors from the Disney Channel from like the 1980s and 70s. So it's just a beautiful shot. It's a beautiful place to be. Really nice target system. I'm super happy. I just hit a bullseye at 50 yards and sent 4 arrows on 2 reps and made it all work. So I think I'm doing good. I'm going to come back here with the crossbow here in a couple of days probably, and we'll see how that goes. Hey friends, we're back over at the range. This time we went ahead and brought the crossbow. I'm going to start getting it sighted in, since we do have targets that are supposed to be allowed for crossbows. I think they set up to 600 feet per second for stopping power, so it's more than I have and more than I'll ever probably want. Not very sporting after that point as far as a archer, but you know what, I'm not gonna say that. It could be. We'll see how far it progresses. But yeah, we're gonna went ahead and put some. I don't know if you can see it back there, but put a black dot on each one of the targets. Just stop by the gun store and grab some black dot target stickers, and that's what we're gonna use. So we're gonna do 20, 30, 40, and 50-yard shot. See how accurate we are with some old used arrows, and Hopefully it'll still be in tune from last year. I'll keep you updated. All right, so shooting today with the Centerpoint Sniper 370. I am actually dialed in somewhere around 340 feet per second. I use a little bit slightly heavier arrow than recommended, but I like to deliver my payload with a lot of oomph. So let's take a look here. Hey, it looks like we're still pretty dialed in. I didn't hit the bull, but I've got everything within a baseball of the bullseye, so that's good for 20 yards. Next is the 30, then the 40, and the 50. All right, I'll take that all day long. All right, keep you updated. Look at that right there. Oh, I don't know if you guys got to see that, but I'm sitting there lining up on the 30-yard target, and a doe and 2 spotted fawns comes walking out from behind the bank back there and walks off into the woods. All right, so I'm done shooting. I didn't get a chance to record all of my actual shots, but the crossbow is actually pretty good. Everything seems to be dialed in pretty good, but something I noticed, and I don't think I've ever touched on this before. Walk with me here, we'll show you. But at 20 yards, my reticle for 20 yards is like spot on. I hit every single one of them you saw earlier, and a baseball around the sticker dot there for the target. 30 yards wasn't much different. Maybe a spread of maybe another ½ inch, but that was about it. When I got to the 40 yard, I noticed all my shots, except for one arrow, were high. The same thing at 50 yards, except for one arrow, which was a little high. I actually believe with the arrows that I was using, I think that my reticles may actually be 20, 30, 45, and then 55 yards. And it started dawning on me that different arrows, different weights are obviously going to affect that. And here's the prime example right here. This is the 50-yard target. Now, I adjusted. This is my first shot. I went ahead and said, okay, I am going to step back an additional 5 yards and take the first shot with the most accurate arrow I have, which is the ones I use for hunting. The other target arrows I have are just extras that I've been laying around. So the one I use for hunting, I actually shot it first, and it got really close to the bullseye. Now, then I went to a lighter, faster arrow, one that I refletched with some of those twister vanes, and noticed I aimed identical. Same bow, same position, same aim, same reticle. And I actually hit about, I want to say, a good 6 to 7 inches above my first shot. So once I adjusted down just to make sure that it wasn't the arrow, I shot another arrow just like it, another faster, lighter arrow. And you can see it's literally touching the bullseye. So that lets me know that my lighter, faster arrows are going to actually hit my target at different ranges, different than what my sights are set for on my bow, just like a rifle. You would have to adjust for different grains of bullets, different jackets. You still have to do that with a crossbow for different size arrows, lengths, weights, vane styles, and and shaft weights, as well as flex. So just like in regular archery, for a lot of people who say, oh, crossbows aren't really like regular archery. Yes, they are. They are almost identical. The only difference is instead of pulling a trigger by your cheek, you're pulling one on a handle. Other than that, if you don't have your everything dialed in properly, you can see once I made adjustments right here, kill zone. Without adjustments, without understanding the difference in the way the arrows were flying versus the weight, they're erratic. This is completely missing the deer and watching it run away. This is watching it fall over. So For any of you naysayers out there saying that crossbows aren't archery, they most definitely are. They take a lot of precision, a lot of skill, a lot of dialing, a lot of tuning, and it's the same concept. You're going to end up using a string to fly a projectile that is elongated with vanes down an aerodynamic path, leading it to your actual target. I just wanted to hit on this so everybody could see the difference. And for you guys out there that are shooting different arrows and you're like, hey, every time I shoot, I'm missing my, I can't seem to get a bullseye. Well, buy 2 packs of arrows. Dial it to the first pack. Those are your target arrows. Save the other ones. Make sure they're all weighted the same. And save those for your hunting so that you don't ruin them. That's what I do. I just happened to pull a bunch of loose ones because I wanted to see what the difference would be. And this lets me know that I am due for another pack of practice arrows to match my hunting arrows. Because my hunting arrow is at 50 yards, first shot without adjustment, still kill zone. With adjustment, I could use a lighter arrow, but I had to actually aim my reticle. Believe it or not, actually had to aim the reticle down here to get that. This, my reticle was aimed right here, and I felt the bow move. So it would have hit an actual bullseye at 50 yards had I not let it jerk a little bit. I even let this one fly to the left because I wanted to see if indeed it would actually adjust, if it was responding to me pulling the bow. And just like any other fire or any other type of projectile launching weapon, it's going to react to your movement. And so a little testing, and now I know I got to head to Cabela's in the next few days. Anyways, until then, man, I appreciate you tuning in. If you guys got any questions or comments, leave them down below. Hit the bell notification and the like button if you would, and hit subscribe. Until next time, I'm Chris with God Be Outdoors. If you have to be outdoors, God be outdoors. That's where I'm going. See you later.